welcome. So I've got two very light weights with me today. If you've got some, grab them. If you don't, grab some baked beans, in tin, of course, you imagine. Or if you've got those little weights that strap around your wrist, they would be quite good as well. But let's not worry so much about the weights now. Let's arrive. Hello, welcome. How are you feeling today? Okay, so we're going to do the 3 clearing breaths that we always start with. In through the nose, out through an open mouth. Okay, let's do that. Okay, we're going to do 3 more, but I just want to really make sure that you're inflating the belly when you breathe in. So as you breathe in, you're filling the tummy out like a balloon first. So, and then it fills the chest up. And then as you exhale, you're drawing the tummy back to the spine. So with that intention, let's do that again. Filling the belly and squeezing all the air out. Okay, so just a reminder, I know you've already read the description, but if you're about to come on your period, this one isn't for you, but it is fantastic if you've just finished your bleeding stage. So, we've got our tiny little weights, and we're still going to be working with the cross body movement. So we're not going to do the weights at the same time, we're going to do them alternating. So we're working with balancing the energy across both sides of the body. So we're just going to do that, and you can sway from side to side. If you want to bring some movement into the lower body. And you're just noticing how it feels to be making a fairly rapid movement with your arms with these little weights. And try and slow your breathing down. You're not trying to match your breath to your movement. Your arms should be moving fairly energetically, whereas your breath should be long, controlled, slow, deep, any other words you can think of. So you're just gently warming the muscles up. Okay, now we're going to bring one out and then bring it back in. Other side out, bring it back in. So if anything hurts or you're working with any injuries today, obviously don't do it. Don't push anywhere where it's not comfortable. So as long as this is a movement that you are capable of doing, especially with the added weight on, then that's fine, go ahead. But if you can't stretch your arm all the way out, don't try. Just take your arm to wherever is good for you. And again, while your arms are engaged with this, you can rock your weight from, I'm actually rocking my weight from hip to hip rather than foot to foot, but we could rock it foot to foot, and then, you can throw some balance in as well. But let's not make it too complicated. Just sway side to side. And at some point you'll notice that your arms are getting tired, maybe you're already there. That's obviously completely to be expected because we've got little weights in our hands. So now we're going to go up, back to the chest, up on the other side and back to the chest. So now we're alternating here, okay? And again, your body is moving, but your breath is slow. This is one of the ways that we can train our nervous system to remain calm when we are being agitated or overwhelmed or overexcited by whatever else is going on around us. So long, slow, deep breathing means that we regulate the heartbeat and we keep the nervous system in rest and digest. So no matter what else our body is doing, our nervous system knows that we're safe. again, obviously, with this movement, especially overhead, if you've got any constrictions in your shoulders, work with what your body is capable of. Okay, so now we're going to do a funny one behind us. So it's really gentle. It is mostly in the arms, but you might feel just a little drawing together of the shoulder blades. So we're lifting up to the shoulder and then stretching out long behind us. Okay? And again, you're keeping your breath as long, as slow, as controlled as possible. And that gets harder the more we start moving. The more we start moving, the more out of breath we get, the more adrenaline we create. So that control element to your breathing is really important, and this is just a nice little practice to help us remain in control of our breath. Okay, we got one more arm exercise to do and then we'll move on to the legs. We're going to do tricep dips. So you're dropping the weight down, we're not dropping it, you are controlled, guiding it towards the back of the head, and then you're lifting up to the sky. And again, we're alternating. So one arm, then the other arm. So the reason that I've been doing lots of alternating work with you guys is because it helps to balance the energy across both sides of the body. So in Thai massage, we work with one of the major lines that's called Senkalatari, and it crosses, so it starts, actually I can't remember where it starts, but it goes from the middle finger all the way, it goes from the middle finger, through the palm, through the middle of the arm, across the chest, down the body, over to the opposite side leg. So if we're looking at it starting in the left hand, it will end in the right foot. And if it starts in the left foot, it will end in the right hand. So whenever we work across the body, A, it helps our brain communicate with both sides better, and B, it helps manage and stabilise our emotions. Okay, do a few more of these. Whew, there we go. Let's drop them out of the way. Well, not drop them, bad terminology. Place them gently, delicately. We're going to cross. We're bringing the knee up to our opposite hand. So it's kind of like we're patting the knee. And like, yes, well done. You got it up here. Or, down there, wherever your range of movement is. So we're getting a bit of a twist as well as engaging with our leg cardio, for lack of a better terminology. So again, coming back to your breath, noticing, has it become a bit ragged? You can probably hear that mine has. So you might be doing better than me. You might be doing worse. I don't know, but you do. What is better, what is worse? They're just labels. We don't really need those sorts of labels. So just trying to keep your breath even, slow, deep. It's a bit like trying to, what is it? You rub your tummy and pat your head at the same time. So it's, one of those challenges. Can your body be moving fast? But can your insides, like your internal organs, can they be moving slow? Okay, let's shake the legs out. This time we're swinging the leg. She's going to swing it backwards and forwards. We'll just do one side. Swing it backwards and forwards. Just getting the energy moving up the body. And then the other side. So second leg. So you'll notice that this is obviously challenging your balance. How much of a challenge to your balance is this movement? Okay, and now we're crossing. So we're still moving with opposite legs. So we're doing one side then the other, but we're just tapping. And I don't know if you're working with a yoga mat today or anything like that. I'm clearly not. So I've got quite a wide carpet. I think it's about 3 foot wide, maybe 3.5, I'm not sure. And I'm just trying to tap the outside edge of my carpet. Okay, shake it all out. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay, we're going to lift up on an inhale and exhale to fall forward. And then just let it all hang out. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. And each time you come down, have a little bounce, have a little rest. Soften the knees a bit more. Relax the lower back a bit more. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come down. Have a little bounce, have a little play. Just notice what's available. Inhaling up. And exhaling to come down. So we're going to come all the way down to all fours. And again, we're working with the same cross-body motion, but this time we're getting the arms and the legs working together. So we're going to stretch. I'm stretching my right leg out and my left arm forward. So my balance is across my left leg and my right arm. And my right leg and my left arm are off the ground. And then we're going to drop them down, do the same on the other side, left leg back, right arm up. And see if you can lift the toes off of the ground of the left leg. And then come back. And that is our movement. So we're stretching the leg and the opposite side arm out. Swapping sides, switching sides. We nearly made up a new word. And coming back. And so that is our movement. Now you can start going through this quite fast. So again, this practice is for raising the energy. So we're moving through, cycling through that movement fairly quickly. And now we're going to add another element in, where instead of dropping the hand and the leg back down, we're going to crunch them in towards the tummy. So either your elbow or your hand is going to come and touch your knee. And then other side, crunching in. You can even come out and then down again. So you can go out, crunch, out, down. Whatever feels good to you and makes sense. You can just do out, crunch, down, out, crunch, down. But you can play. You can do whatever you think is serving your body and your energy levels at this moment in time. We'll just do a few more of this. And again, noticing how raggedy your breath has become. Okay, and we're going to stretch the legs out long. And you're going to have them open wide. So I'm sorry I'm not giving you very many breaks today, but we will have a nice lovely long break at the end. So, legs are wide, feet are well apart from each other, and your feet are engaged, the soles are pushing you all away, and we want to have our hands up in line. Hello, Monsieur Carter. How are you? So your arms are imitating your legs. Your arms are wide apart, and they're pushing the wall away in the same way that your feet are. And you're just active and engaged, and we're not doing very much else. We're just letting our heart rate slow down while we maintain some activeness in the body. So let's take those 3 nice big clearing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. I did an extra one. Okay. And now we're going to stir the pot. So imagine you're holding a big spoon in your hands, and we're going to go whichever direction you started. Doesn't matter, I'm going left, I'm doing anti-clockwise circles, and you're just stirring the pot. You're trying to get your big spoon that you're stirring this huge pot with all the way to your feet, with your hands that is, because obviously your hands are holding the spoon. I'm not being very articulate today, I apologise. But hopefully you can see what I'm doing, so even if my words don't make sense, you can figure it out. Okay, that's enough on that side, so let's go in the opposite direction, stirring the pot. Okay, and now we're going to fold forward. You can bring the legs together for this, especially if you have low back pain. Bring the legs together, allow the feet to relax, allow the legs to relax, allow your head to hang heavy, allow your shoulders and your arms to flop, be like a rag doll. And just pausing, taking a moment. And that is our moment over. So we're going to come up to a downward dog. So your hands are under your shoulders, well, at a diagonal under your shoulders, and your feet can be hip width or wider apart. It's totally up to you. And you can take a few little pads through your downward dog, stepping into one foot, stepping into the other. Just noticing how you feel in this pose today. Where do you need to stretch? What do you need to do? What ways can you lighten the load? In what ways can you activate and engage all the muscles that need to be activated and engaged? Okay. And then we're going to come out of that to tabletop. Maybe do a cow, maybe do a cat, and then step back up. Now I'm realising that I've got my little sofa in the way, so I'm just going to swap around. Okay, so hopefully you've got space to lift one leg up into the air. So I'm going to lift one leg up, and then pop it down, lift the other leg up, pop it down. And that's all we're doing. We're challenging our balance, we're getting an inversion, and we're stepping through the legs. And we're just noticing what space is available. We're not trying to get the leg up as high as it can go. We're just noticing where it wants to naturally lift up to, and we are honouring that. We're not trying to push for more. And then take a break. Maybe come into a child's pose. Maybe come into a child's pose with your fists in your tummy. That's always quite nice. Very intense, but very good for your digestive system. Really good for low back pain. Allow your breath to return to some sort of semblance of normal. Okay, and then come back to your down dog. And this time, we're going to lift one arm up, point it towards the ceiling, bring it back down. Lift the other arm up, point it in the direction of the ceiling, and again, you know, that's the intention. Whatever the reality is for your body, with whatever constrictions that you're working with, then that is what you're working with. And don't worry, don't force. You're just gently opening the body out in whatever way is comfortable and makes sense in what is arguably a very uncomfortable pose. Okay, and now we're going to try and lift one leg up and the opposite hand. And we're not going to lift them up very high. They might just be hovering like ½ inch above the ground. But we're just really testing our balance here. And drop down. Lift the second leg up. Second side hand. So left hand, left leg, right hand for me. Whatever you're doing is whatever you're doing. But yeah, opposite leg, opposite hand. Come back down. And then switch to the other side. Opposite leg, opposite hand. So now I've got my left hand up and my right leg up. Swap around again. Notice what happens to your balance every time you swap through, and do this on a different side. And then come back down to your child's pose, or your peacock prep, I think it's called. You can bring your hands into your tummy, into that nice soft part of your abdomen, and then fold forward, and then you get a really nice tummy massage. Okay. And then we're going to stand up. Oh, who said this would be a good idea? Okay, and you stretch the arms out. You're going to bring the feet so that they're about shoulder width apart, maybe slightly wider, and your arms are going to be out at right angles to your body. We're just going to pad the hands. So you'll feel the movement throughout the whole body, but you're just gently, you know, as though you were patting a cat on the head. Nice little gentle pat, pat, pats with your hands, and you'll feel it reverberate through your arms. This is incredible conditioning. A friend of mine that works, do you know what I mean if I say it on silks? Like trapeze artists and stuff like that. She was doing silk training because she works for a circus, and they make them do this as part of their conditioning, and it's quite brutal. So so wherever your hands were facing, I can't remember if I said to have them face down. Mine were facing down, and now we're going to face up. So now you're patting the air, just gently pushing the air up, pat, pat, pat. Or you're patting an upside down cat, or Spider-Man, giving him a little pat on the head, or her. And then, I know I dropped out of that one really quickly, but I don't want your arms to burn. So now my palms are facing you, and we're just going to gently beating my wings at you, basically, nice and gently. And again, coming back to your breath. Can you slow your inhalations down? Can you slow your exhalations down? Can you try and maintain the right angle of your arms, and then turn the palms behind you, so now you're patting the wall behind you, gently, pat, pat, pat. Like 10-15 more seconds tops. And inhaling the arms up overhead, exhaling to fold forward. And this time allowing the hands to be soft, the arms to hang heavy, limp wrists, limp fingers, just let everything fold forward. You can bring a little sway to the body if that feels comfortable. If you get really bad motion sickness, don't do this because it might make you feel a bit nauseous. The swaying, that is, but you should be fine. Fold it forward. And again, coming back to the breath. Noticing how it's changed, now we're in a different place. Inhaling to lift the arms up overhead. And exhaling to draw the energy down through the centre. Inhaling to lift the arms up. And exhaling to draw them down. Inhaling to lift up. And exhaling to come down. So you can make nice big swinging motions with your arms as you come up. And we're just doing that. Inhaling to swing the arms up. Exhaling to draw the energy down. We'll do 3 more like that. And this time at the top, you're going to exhale to fold forward. Inhaling to come up. Exhaling to fold forward. And carrying on with that motion, inhaling up. Exhaling down. We'll do that 3 more times. Okay, we're going to pick our weights back up, just the tiny little gentle ones, and we're going to end the way we began. So I'm not going to try and work us backwards, so we're just going to start with the same one that we started with. So it's just the arms are coming up and down. You're bringing your breath deeper into the body, filling up more of your lungs on every inhale, and softening and slowing down your heart rate on every exhale. Trying to make your exhalations a little bit longer, a little bit deeper than your inhalations. Bringing the weights to the centre, lifting one open, bringing it closed, lifting the opposite side open. And again, working in whatever rhythm, as in speed, works best for you. And keeping your conscious awareness on your breath. Making your inhalations controlled and even. Making your exhalations long and deep. Okay, I know I'm making it slightly different, but we are going to we're going to do the knee tapping. So your weights are going nowhere near your knee. You're not touching your legs with your weights, but one weighted hand is going in the general direction of your knees. I just want to make sure that we warm the legs down before they get too static. We're moving really slowly now. We're not trying to be fast like we were at the beginning. We're just gently stepping in. Shake them out, shake your legs, shake your arms. Shake it, shake it, shake it. we're going to come to our tricep dips. No, not tricep dips, sorry. I've forgotten what they're called. Anyway, so the weight down by the back of the head, and you're lifting up, and then the other side. So you're alternating. Beautiful, just like that. And again, you're controlling your breath. You're not matching the movement to the breath. The movement, though slower, will still be faster than your nice long deep inhalations and your nice long deep exhalations. That's enough of that. We're going to get the legs back in, so keep the weights in your hand. And we're going to do the crossover. So we're stepping one foot across the body to tap the side of your mat, potentially, which would be quite a small movement if you were working with a yoga mat. I think it would be about like that. So try and step to the outside edge of your mat, like further than it. And just being really gentle with your knees. Like if you notice that as you cross over that one knee feels quite sensitive, then just make it a smaller movement. Don't push it as far. Your body's health is much more important than trying to follow random instructions from some crazy woman in green leggings on the internet. Just saying. Okay, shake the legs out. And we are going, how did we do it before? I can't remember. Anyway, we're going straight up and down as though we were marching in a really enthusiastic regiment. Oh, we did it together last time, I remember now. Yeah, and now we're alternating the arms. And just noticing, is it easier to keep control of your breath now that we've slowed everything down? Okay, let's shake arms, shake legs, be a little wibbly wobbly person. Let's pop your weight down. We are going to end with pigeon or swan pose if you are familiar with yin. If you have any pain in your knees, then please grab a cushion to put under your knees. But otherwise, we're going to start in tabletop, and then you're drawing one knee. I'm starting with my right leg, so we're drawing one knee. I like to position it to the centre of the chest. So with pigeon, they'd tell you to put it towards your wrist, but we're not really doing that sort of hip opener because we don't need to. So I'm bringing the knee to the centre line of the chest, and then you can make some pillows with your forearms, and you can let your head rest on them. If you can't fold forward that far, then you can lift the elbows up and make a prop for your head with your forearms and your hands. If you don't need anything to rest your head on at all, you can obviously move them completely out of the way and let your head hang out on the floor. So wherever you are at this moment in time, allowing yourself to soften into this pose. Reminding yourself that you can adjust At any point, you can make yourself more comfortable anytime you need or wish to. Your comfort is paramount. So allowing the breath to really fully soften. Perhaps starting to let go of your conscious control over your breath. Allowing your head to hang heavy. Allowing your body to soften. Breathing into any tight places. Allowing your breath to make space, to expand and stretch those tight places open. And allowing your exhalations to soften all of the muscles, especially where you feel tightness or tension. Allowing your face to be soft. Allowing your jawbone to unclench and hang heavy. Maybe placing your tongue towards the roof of your mouth or gently putting it between your teeth just to make that softening in your jaw more evident. And gently rolling out of your pose. Coming back to your tabletop, starting to set yourself up for the second side. Remembering that if you have a knee injury on the second side, to either place a cushion underneath it if the leg is out long, or to adjust the positioning of it if your injury is in the knee that is now tucked under. So again, the intention is that the knee is coming in towards the centre line of the chest, your heel is in towards the groin, and then you're folding the arms forward. You're allowing the head to hang heavy and rest wherever it lands. You're making pillows and props for yourself wherever you need to. And you're letting your whole body soften here in this pigeon swan variation. Allowing your breath to relax again. Softening your jaw again. Using your inhalations to create space. And using your exhalations to create comfort. Allowing your whole body to soften, to settle, and to let go. Gently rolling out of the pose. Coming back to your tabletop. We're going to do some very, very gentle, slow arm stretches. So we're in our tabletop. It's called threading the needles. If you're familiar with that, go straight ahead. If you're not, you're lifting one arm up towards the sky, and then you're tucking it through the opposite end. If it's available, you're going to let your shoulder and your head come down to the ground. So it's called threading the needle because you're threading the hand through the opposite side arm. So, and we're going to do that and rest. Inhale to come out. Exhale to go back in. Drop down and rest. We'll do that one more time. Inhaling to lift up. Exhaling to thread the needle. And if it's comfortable, really letting yourself sort of drop and flop. And then we're going to do the second side. So coming back to tabletop, lifting up the other arm, the arm you haven't worked with yet, and exhaling to thread that side. Inhaling to lift up, exhaling to thread, to drop down, to pause, inhaling to come up, and exhaling to thread and settle. And we'll do one more, inhaling to go up, and exhaling to really soften, to let go. And inhaling to come up. Tucking your hands into fists and gently placing them on your lower abdomen and then folding forward. Just briefly into a child's pose. Gently rolling from side to side so that your fists give your tummy a nice little massage. Well, it might not feel that nice. It can feel very intense. Just being gentle with yourself, not pushing more than, I don't know how to phrase it, but not pushing to the point of pain. And gently coming up and coming to lie flat on your back, legs stretched out long, arms stretched out wide. We're in Shavasana. You can let go of the practice, let go of what was difficult, let go of what didn't make sense. Let go of what was too easy. Let go of what was too hard. Let go of your whole body, allowing yourself to be fully held by the surface that you're lying on. Softening your whole body, softening your whole face. And allowing yourself to be still, to be peaceful. you need longer, stopping this video and giving yourself permission to fully luxuriate in your Shavasana. If you're ready to move or you have to get on with your day, gently starting to consciously breathe into the fingertips, into the tips of the toes, making small movements, little wiggles of the fingers and the toes, maybe rotating the hands around the wrists, the feet around the ankles. A full body stretch with the arms overhead, pushing the walls away with the hands and the feet. And tucking the knees in towards the chest, wrapping your hands around the thighs, not around the shin bones, let your shins be free. Wrapping around the thighs, the backs of the thighs, and giving yourself a hug, a squeeze. A little rock from side to side. And bringing the soles of the feet together and the palms of the hands together, rubbing, generating heat and energy, waking your whole self up, ready to get on with whatever it is that you're doing. Tucking the hands behind the knees and rocking and rolling along the whole spine. And rocking yourself up to a comfortable seated place. Shoulders above the hips, ears above the shoulders. Keeping your spine in one long straight line. So all the energy you've just moved around can flow freely. And taking a moment here, noticing how you feel now in comparison to when you began. Noticing how you feel now in comparison to how you felt during the hardest parts of that practice. And bringing your hands together and placing the base of your thumb over your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. And gently bowing your head to your body in thanks and gratitude for all that your body does for you. Picturing yourself in complete health and happiness, and taking that feeling with you throughout the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Remembering to go slow, drink lots and lots of water to help the energy flush itself around the body. And I will see you next time.